I am live.
And now for something completely different.
Welcome to the Big Blue Ball stream. I am your host, Mike S. Miller. I am the Big Blue Ball. And I am coming to you live on a Friday night because not much else is going on. No, I can't find anybody interesting streaming. So I am coming here to stream for you. What is up, Jiminy? It is indeed a night stream. Stream into the night. Deep into the night. I could, Jiminy, you want to come on if you're bored? The Big Blue Miller. I could just drop the link into the chat. What's up, some big jerk? Yeah, I could turn my camera on, but I look like crap here. I'm laying in my bed. No camera. I'm laying in my bed because the boys have taken all of the computer. Is this going to be a wind down stream? It's 11:20. You know what? It very much can be. Hello, Gary Shipman. How you doing, buddy? Isn't it a bit late for you, Gary, to be up? Shouldn't you be resting in your nice cozy bed? It's already late here, and you're 2 hours ahead of me, bruh. Why did you guys wake me up? I was having the nicest dream that the siege wasn't indeed broken. Yeah, but you know what the problem with that is? Oh no, I'm too slow.
And the siege was broken.
That is correct. The siege was indeed broken. All right. Now that you've reminded me, I'm gonna go ahead and get my nightcap. I'm at the fridge. I'm walking around with my tablet in hand. I'm now at the fridge, getting some ice. Oh, that's too big for my glass. Getting some ice. Uh-oh, dropped a piece of ice. Ugh. And then I'm going to... This is funny, because I had, for dinner, I had a Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey pulled pork sandwich. And now... Did you guys hear that? Was it like ASMR? Could you hear the pouring of my Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey? All right, here we're gonna do the walk around because I've got my drink. Hi, Jojo. Jojo's over there playing his video game. What's Mike breaking? I am not breaking anything. Jeez Louise. Why would you accuse me of such things? I'm gonna have to turn my camera off again because now you've got me walking around my house. Rude. Camera. All right. I apologize for the constantly clearing my throat, but it is, I still do have a little residual COVID's stuff in my lungs, so, all right. Drunk Mike incoming. No, Mike doesn't drunk. Mike takes his doctor-prescribed 2 drinks per night for my high blood pressure. If there was some other way to get rid of my high blood pressure, I don't know. I'm just doing what my doctor is telling me to do, so. I just sip a little bit at a time until it's nighttime. He dropped a cup full of pencils. No, that was no. Hey Gary and Jason, I've missed you. I've been working a lot and haven't been on as much. I have not been on as much either, P Money. I've really been quite busy actually. And now I'm developing in conjunction with a friend, and possibly, well, let me not talk about that. But yeah, I'm developing my dragon NFT / online collectible card game. I am in the beginnings of developing that and its roadmap, and I don't know, I'm kind of excited about that actually happening. We shall see. Wow, sickness did a number on Mike. He's just a blue ball now. Well, you don't want this. This is a terrible angle. And look, my hair's. I have to take a shower tomorrow, so my hair's like starting to get that greasy thing. Unattractive. Unattractive. No, sorry. Big blue ball it is. Blue da body. Blue da body. Blue boo 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 ba 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 doo. Is that what you're trying to do, Andrew? You're doing. Well, that's Waterworld. What's up, Mecca? How you doing, man? You know what? Since it's all just my friends here right now, I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing you shouldn't do. For you, if anybody wants to pop in here, come on in. Let's say how to do. Why is this happening? Asks Comics Exposed. I don't know what you mean. Having trouble connecting? Is something happening? Is the internet not working? Put your bandana over your hair. Look at this. I got having trouble connecting. Can you guys hear me? Is something happening here that I'm not aware of on my end? Seems like it's still going.
And the siege was broken.
Very well. We'll do it the hard way.
Audio God. Thank you, Andrew J. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that.
Ramses #1, he knows the secrets of desire. Ramses is the one, he puts the people all on fire.
Audio's good. All right. Mike, are you drunk again? Again? When have you seen me drunk? Hear you loud and clear. Comics Exposed is just a joking. He is a big joking. What are we doing here? Chatting, chilling, having a nightcap, and winding down the day, I would say. And you can hear, I don't know if my mic is picking it up, but my kids are making lots of noise, playing video games, and apparently banging things. I'm not sure why, and I'm not going to get up to check. So, playing Age of Empires 2. Oh, are you playing right now, Jalapeno? Age of Empires 4 comes out very soon. You haven't ever drunk me seen. The whole show is just movie clips. Well, it's either that or Bitcoin. Well, I mean, I could run through all of my clips. Where is the Shad book? Well, the files are at the printer. Shad, I believe, is in Canada. And as to when he's going to launch the campaign, everything's prepped and ready to go. So maybe he's waiting until he gets back from his Canada. See, he had to, excuse me. He had to go to Canada to shoot the scenes. I don't know how many scenes he has, but in the movie they did on Kickstarter. Remember that? So if he can get back into the prison planet of Australia from Canada, which is just slightly less to the left, then hopefully he will launch the campaign shortly thereafter. Oh no, I don't have enough brain cells to rub together to play that game. Okay, I'm going to try this again. Let's see if it works. Whoa, it worked. Clips or Bitcoin? Sad choices. I don't actually talk too much about Bitcoin, Arlene. I'm not even a big. I just say Bitcoin sort of as shorthand for. Darn it! I need a real good cough. Hold on a second. I need to do some more lung exercises to get this stuff out of my throat. P Money says Shad is in paradise. I say that because there is a chance we might actually get Trudeau out this month. No, there is not. You're pulling malaria. Are you serious? How are you going to get Trudeau out? Isn't he like president for life there? Vimri chronically solved. What? Why is Mike like Hal 9000? Because this is the big blue ball, Simonon. The big blue ball knows all. Did I hear Max? No, you heard, I believe, Micah possibly chasing Max. I'm not quite sure what the sounds are coming out of the rest of my house. I could close the door, but that sounds like work. Junkyard Don's in the house. What's up, buddy? Jiminy Cricket also applauds Junkyard Don's appearance. P Money says he's losing in the polls for the election happening this month. Oh, really? Who's winning? Stalin? I mean, who are you Canadians going to vote for next? Amit! What is up, Amit? You must have heard that I dropped the link in the chat and ran over here. Did somebody post that on Kiwi Farms or something? Just remember, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, Gary. You could have popped on and said good night, but that's fine. Don't worry, the blackface vote will put Trudeau over the top. You know who should run? Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald for Premier El Presidente of, what do you call it? Canada. What's up, Mecca?
Mike, are you still alive?
Are you hacking too?
Yes.
You didn't just take a bong hit or something, right?
No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke anything. Oh, it's so good to hear you again.
Good to hear you too, man.
I was worried we lost you.
You're a little blue Sonic, and I'm a big blue ball. Look at that. The rapper Tom McDonald. Yes, Andrew J. The rapper Tom McDonald. He's Canadian. He's a Canadian fella.
Oh, I gotta tell you, I've been on a wild COVID adventure for the last month.
Yeah? Me too. Hold on. Amit said, I am sub to you, Mike. I get notifications. Oh, right on. Norm McDonald for PM. Norm McDonald's not Canadian, is he?
Kangaroo meat.
Why is there no kangaroo meat?
Oh, he's talking about Jack in the Box.
Oh. In Australia? I mean, we don't have enough kangaroos here to make it a meat option.
There was rumors back in the day.
Kangaroo? No, probably horse.
Yeah, right after they had that E. coli thing.
Not in America.
Yeah,
the
apparently.
only kangaroos we have here are in zoos.
No, I swear it was Jack in the Box. They've really gone downhill for a while.
I'm not going to look it up.
Yeah, not if you want to live.
All right, tell me your COVID adventure. I've had one myself.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know what happened to you, but I started working 2 different jobs. I was working like 70 hours this week. So I decided to quit one of them, and I got hired at another place, and they did the background check. They called me up this week. They said, if you don't have a vaccine, we're pulling your hire offer.
Did you mention to them that forcing someone to get the vaccine means that they are financially liable if anything happens to you due to the vaccine?
Well, I was just like, I'll get back to you at first. But,
wait, you said what?
So I was like, I'll get back to you. So,
okay.
Yeah, I did end up going to get it, not because I believed in it or anything, but I kind of wanted to see what would happen. And so I got the shots, and I felt nothing. I felt absolutely nothing from them.
Well, I'm not going to spread the medical truth information about the vaccines and what happens to you, because they'll take my channel down.
Oh
But
yeah.
you should look it up. It's on what's that other site? Rumble.
Oh
You
yeah.
can find all this stuff on Rumble and on Odyssey and whatnot. But yeah, it's you may have just killed yourself.
Oh
one way or
well, I
another.
mean, yeah. I remember I had like 100 anthrax vaccines from the military.
Oh,
So
good. The anthrax should kill this vaccine.
well, my sister was telling me something about abortifacient cells in these things. So I don't know. That's
What?
probably Rumble territory. I'll have to ask you offline about that.
Yeah. Let's not talk too much about it.
Yeah.
There's 3 levels. There's acute death, and then there's intermediary death, and then there's long-term health problems that arise from the spike proteins that literally damage your freaking red blood cells as they go through your veins.
But they told me it was safe.
Who, Joe Biden?
Yeah, the guy that killed all the dogs in Afghanistan.
Yeah, wow. Be very careful. I know I'm trying to be Calliope, but I really suck at being careful.
I know. It's
Poof Nazis are watching. They always are.
yeah. I'll have to ask you about that offline because I didn't feel good about it, and from what I understand, having no reaction to it was like should have had some kind of thing, fever or
Well,
chills.
some people do. My mom just got her second shot, and she had like 103 fever the next day, and was like out of it. So.
Oh my goodness. Well, it was nice being part of the human race for a while.
Well, the acute deaths, and I feel safe saying that there are acute deaths because those are probably the only ones that the CDC is legitimately saying are due to the vaccine. That happens within 4 to 7 days. So if you get the shot and you're dead in a week, then they'll say, "Oh, okay, well that was clearly caused by the vaccine."
So you're saying there's a chance?
Well, the CDC admitted to 11,000 people dying from the vaccine. The CDC whistleblower said the number was 55,000, which,
Wow.
Usually when there's medicine on the market and 50 people die from it, they pull it off of the market.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm starting to feel weird now.
But 55,000, that's okay. That's fine. That's just in America. Think global.
In my heart, I'm still anti. But in my blood
in
cells,
veins.
in my veins. Oh my goodness.
Nowheg.com. Heg.
Well,
Heg
no.
to you. No, new Heg. New egg?
Is that our pal Randy? Is that Randy? Oh my goodness.
I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. Randy doesn't come by these parts no more.
I'd rather eat Randy.
I'd rather eat Randy.
Oh, you know that song?
Yep.
Oh God.
I believe I played it on my stream one time.
Probably did. One of those late nights.
Like, what the hell is wrong with you two?
Well, it still wasn't as weird as Finger 5.
No, stop. Come on. Finger 5 was a hot commodity in Japan and Hawaii back in the 70s.
Yeah. I'll take your word for that.
Dude, I used to have a freaking Finger 5 tank top when I was a kid in Hawaii. I remember it.
The what now? The Finger 5?
Finger 5. Yeah. Dude, they were a big band. They were like the Jackson 5 for Japan. Anyways, Arlene says, my former caregiver got the coof after the jab, so she demanded to be the first in line for boosters, got them, and is sick as a dog now. Well, there you go. Finger 5 cameo in your next book. I might not be doing a book for a while.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'm working on NFT projects right now.
Well, how's the BitBoy thing going?
The BitBoy comic, they put the launch of that kind of on hold because we're working on this Pluto Alliance NFT project that should launch in about 2 weeks.
Pluto Alliance?
Pluto Alliance, yeah.
Pluto's not a planet.
Oh my goodness, you are clearly not part of the Pluto Alliance. Hey, like and share, everybody. Do subscribe, like, and share. Let people know we're here, the two blue balls. No, that didn't sound right at all. Joe Biden, the guy who said he wouldn't leave Afghanistan until everyone was out, and then left hundreds of Americans stranded at the tender mercies of the folks who helped cause 9/11. Yeah, I just watched a video on, was it Rumble? About, it was an old video of Trump saying, yeah, we want to get it out. You don't want to pull out of Afghanistan too quickly because we know what'll happen. It'll create a power vacuum, and then ISIS and the Taliban will take over. It's like he said exactly what happened. It was like 2 years ago or 4 years ago or something. Like, couldn't you have told Joe Biden what was going to happen?
Joke Biden.
Yoke Biden. Bro,
He-
what's up, bro? Are you in bed, David? Are you sleepy time? Yeah, David's the one that sent me that video, actually.
Oh, is he the new artist you had on DNQ recently?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I was
Indeed.
trying to listen to it. I was at my new job. Just I have to like get up every 5 minutes for something, so I couldn't watch too much.
It was an excellent show.
What was it?
Made all the better because David came in last place. Every time David competes against Aaron, like on Aaron's stream, he just crushes Aaron. But yes, he comes on my stream and just doesn't get the love, I guess. Sorry,
Yeah.
David. I love you, brother.
Now if we could just get JJ to come back.
Yeah, I haven't talked to JJ in a while. He moved up to maybe I shouldn't say, but he left California. And I don't think I've spoken to him since he left, so who knows? It was great. Gary won. Wait, did Gary win? No, Gary wasn't there. Gary won this week.
Oh, what was this week? What if?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good topic.
Yes,
I missed that one.
I did a wonderful rendition.
What did you do?
I did what if who plays Kylo Ren? I can't remember.
Adam Driver.
What if Adam Driver was Captain Marvel? I can't believe you missed it.
Well, you need to get the Friday night auctions going again.
Yeah. Well, I need to figure out lots of things, but I need to work on this NFT project. Actually, I just finished that NFT project, but I'm developing my own, and hopefully, we'll get that squared away, and hopefully it'll do well. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Pluto Alliance, is this something I could like Google in my spare time?
Are you on Twitter still?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Pluto_Alliance on Twitter.
Plutocracy.
Adam Danvers. That's right.
Adam Danvers. Oh my goodness.
I did quite a good rendition of the character.
Pluto Alliance. Okay, I'll have to check this out. I don't know what it is.
All right. Are you on your computer? Fun. Can you like share screen and stuff? Because I'm on my laptop or I'm on a tablet.
No, I'm on my cell phone.
Oh, okay. Because my wife just called. She's out of town, and I want to go say hi. So can you take over for a minute?
Yeah, I got it.
Right.
Say hi to the chat real quick. Let's see, we got Scotty Richards Studios, Northern Jeremiah, David Brohawk, some big jerks in here. Hello, guys. It's good to be back. I'm your big, blue, obnoxious co-host for the night. Mike's bringing us up to speed on this Pluto NFT project he's got going on. Arlene, good to see you as always. And yeah, if anyone's followed me, Jalapeno Milk, and haven't streamed in a while, but I'm gearing up to make a big comeback on my channel. So you guys check me out there if you want. But Yeah, Arlene says it takes real creativity to make Adam Driver look good. That's correct. So all guests have to be in the blue room tonight. Mike usually calls it the green room, and I don't know where that comes from, but it is interesting to consider nonetheless. Doodle Squatch, do you still do kind of blue? Yes. We've been on hiatus for a while. My personal life, I've been working almost 2 full-time jobs recently, last couple months, so we haven't been able to get together. But both me and my co-host Skinny have been doing some pre-production on some stuff. So if you enjoyed it, I kind of believe, and I do appreciate you, faithful viewers of Bigfoot and Big Nut. Thank you. And yeah, we're coming back real soon. Doodle Squatch. I'm really honored about that. Thanks for asking. Madame Driver says some big jerk. I have to go look this up and see what it looked like. It's probably pretty epic, honestly. Let me see here. So, can you guys still hear me? Let's see. Did I lose anyone? Hello, everyone.
Doodle Swatch asked Mecca, do you still kind of believe?
I do still kind of believe. I kind of believe in Bigfoot.
I believe that Bigfoot is possible.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Homo hominid.
Well, I believe because about 70 years ago, the panda was what was in China what Bigfoot is today in America.
Is that right?
Yep. Till they finally found one. I mean, like someone legitimately found one, and now they're in zoos all over the place. So I can't wait till that happens to Bigfoot, because that's what'll happen when we capture some big feets. We're gonna put them in zoos all over the world.
Yeah, and then their liver's gonna cure cancer or something.
Yeah. What? Huh?
Probably.
Any Canadian lumberjack can be mistaken for Bigfoot. How
about that Shang-Chi?
I got nothing. I haven't seen it. I can have no opinion. I have not seen it.
Mecha McHagog. Okay.
I'm a little tired of people having opinions about commercials.
Commercials?
Yeah, like someone sees a commercial and then they just hate this movie or whatever because of like 2 minutes and 30 seconds of footage. It's like there's you cannot like what you saw in the thing in the commercial for whatever reason, but I don't know. I can't be like, I hate that movie. Oh, have you seen it? No, but I saw the commercial.
It's so bad.
Something in there was bad.
Let me do like a whole month's worth of coverage of how much this movie is going to suck.
I'm just beyond over outrage culture. So I'm just gonna start liking everything now.
Super positivity.
Mm-hmm. Forgive them, Lord. They know not what they do.
But they do many things.
Some big jerk admits he is a Bigfoot's.
Well, you definitely lived up to the big part of your name, you jerk.
Yeah, he's some Bigfoot's.
What would happen?
Arlene believes in a lot of strange stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. And it's sometimes, well, maybe it's not even believe, but I'm willing to entertain the idea of strange stuff and kind of try to figure out why people believe strange stuff and see how far down the road with them I can walk before I'm like, yeah, you're out of your mind. You know what I mean? Like I don't automatically reject things that people believe just because I don't believe them. I mean, perhaps I don't know if that's the right way to put it, because it doesn't mean I believe it, obviously, because I don't believe it, but I don't like insinuate that they're crazy or stupid or deluded because they believe it. So I'll try to entertain their arguments. I'll hear their arguments until their arguments become irrational, illogical, and just beyond all hope. And then at which point I'll be like, yeah, but you probably shouldn't believe that.
Yeah, I can see you suffering for this thought pattern you're going through right now. This could be dangerous for you if you keep chasing this. I don't know. I've been talking to a lot of homeless people recently through my work, and
yeah?
yeah, I kind of just like I've discovered that I hit about 2 uh-huhs before I like completely tune out of a conversation with crazy people. It's like, oh, okay.
No. I'm not talking about like legitimately crazy people. I'm talking about people who just believe, like I had a very good friend of mine who was about hip deep in the flat earth thing. And then he's like, well, I don't necessarily believe it, but you gotta listen to these arguments. And I'm like, okay, let me walk this path with you for a while and see where it leads us. And so, yeah, I'm not talking about like legit crazy people who don't believe anything. What is the Legend of Boggy Creek? I have not seen that.
I think that's one of those like B movies. It's about Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, we got Smug Pug in the house. He's
The
saying,
Smuggus of Puggus.
Smug, the link is in the chat if you'd like to join us.
Kangaroo meat is good for you. I've had kangaroo burgers a few months ago, he says. Hey, that sounds lovely. I wouldn't mind eating some roux. I'll try some roux. Arlene says, years ago, the trailer for a movie made me really want to see it. The movie sucked. Every good scene was in the trailer. I no longer put much stock in trailers. Yeah, once in a blue moon, though, there'll be a movie and the trailer will be awful. So you never want to see it. And then you do see it and you're like, that's a really good movie. How did they screw up the trailer so bad? And I can't even remember. I can't remember what movies that applied to.
What movies have been really coming out? I mean, Shang-Chi, I guess. The last movie I saw was Godzilla.
I heard Free Guy was really good.
Free Guy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That movie makes me want to give up on cinema as a whole.
Have you seen it?
No. I mean,
gosh dang it, Mecca. We're trying to make a point here. Judging a movie by its trailer is like judging a book by its cover.
Yeah, I think Terminator Salvation had one of the best trailers I'd ever seen.
And then you didn't like the movie?
It was okay. I mean, compared to
which one is Salvation? Is that the one with Daenerys in it?
No, Salvation was Skynet 1, and it like took place in present day. With Christian Bale.
Oh, the one where the guy's like legitimately a cyborg.
Yeah, and they had this like giant robot they threw people into.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
I don't hate things like as much as everybody else does, I guess.
You don't hate the 2016 Ghostbusters?
I never saw it.
Yeah, I never did either. I wanted to see it.
Why are people in the chat focused on this Boggy Creek thing? I've never even heard of
it. Boggy Creek D&Q.
Boggy Creek. I don't know what you're talking about, and I wish you would shut up.
I'm pretty sure that movie was one of those like 99-cent DVDs they have at the dollar store.
Oh, really?
I think so.
All right. Well, if I see it at the dollar store, I'll pick it up. Arlene says, I believe that God is so amazing. It would be like putting limits on his power to say that what we see are the only things he created. Indeed. You could just go to the bottom of the ocean. I mean, we only discovered the coelacanth a couple decades ago, or at least a living one. Yeah, I think they've only explored like some tiny percentage of the ocean. So, and then there's vast rainforests and pine forests. I'm sure most of Canada has not even been explored. Then again, who would want to explore Canada? But
Trudeau.
Most of Australia is unpopulated. My Aussie friends in there in the chat will testify to that, I believe.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Boggy Creek is a folk tale about Bigfoot. Only in this tale, he has 3 toes and he kills people. Ah, well.
That's enough for a movie right there.
There we go. That's a pitch I can believe in.
Wait, how many toes does he have? 3? Make a movie.
All right. My story, right? My story. It's about Bigfoot. But he's only got 3 toes.
All
He's
right.
a mass murderer.
All right.
Sorry,
And he
I was
doesn't
going
believe. He doesn't believe in the power of boyhood adventure.
What if Bigfoot actually had like raptor feet?
Oh. Sounds like a good toy.
Yeah. Raptor.
A big foot. Big talon.
Big claw.
Do chickens have feet? Is that what they call those?
Chicken feet, yeah.
Oh.
Have you ever tried chicken feet, Mecca?
No. I tried turkey gizzards in Korea.
I love gizzards.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Especially after some soju.
I just had some chicken gizzards a couple weeks ago.
Some gizzards?
But chicken feet. Now, here's the thing with chicken feet. They cook them until all of the collagen on the foot is gelatinous, right? So then when you eat it, you put this chicken foot in your mouth. The flesh just sort of melts away, and all the little bones are like tiny seeds in your mouth that you have to spit out because you don't want to eat the bones. But all the bones are still in there, right? So it's like, I just had 1 chicken foot, and then that was enough for me. But I got a rule in my house. You don't got to like it. You just got to try it. And I don't want my kids to be unadventurous when it comes to food. So,
well, that's what you were doing a whole show with Eden on that, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. What am I eating?
Yeah, 2018, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, before the world
Scotty
went
says,
crazy.
I've been to a giant dim sum in Dallas full of chicken feet. Yeah, that's where I had it, at China Max here in San Diego.
Mike, that sounds gross.
It was unpleasant. I mean, it didn't taste bad. It's like pure collagen. So the taste, there's really not a lot of taste other than what you cook it in or whatever sauce you put it in, right? So it's just like eating tendon, which I will eat. Like if I order pho, I order it with tendon and steak. So
what the
hello,
fuck?
Tatsunami. I mean, konbanwa, Tatsunami-san.
Hey, you missed a real good opportunity to do a follow-up to MAGA 7. The Great Recall something.
Oh, for what's his face?
Yeah. I'm praying on that one.
Yeah, you voting on the 11th?
Hey, you know what's weird is
What?
the ballots they mailed to us.
Uh-huh.
They have these 2 holes in the envelope. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay, I saw it on Twitter and I kind of rolled my eyes at it. But when I got mine, I looked at it and sure enough, there's the holes that somebody could use to find out if you voted yes on the recall.
Shut up.
Swear.
Wow. I'm voting on the 11th.
What, in person?
Yes.
I'm just mailing my crap in.
Yeah, because you just discovered that they can totally tell and they can throw it out. But
Oh, well, the way to
going
avoid
to
it is you just make sure your ballot's facing the other way.
okay. I'm going in with my family on the 11th.
Yeah.
20th anniversary of 9/11. I'm gonna take my 4 votes in my house and get Gavin Newsom out of there. Tatsunami CHF $5 super sticker. Unfortunately, I can't see what the sticker is because I'm on my tablet. Can someone tell me what it is? Thank you very much for the $5. I do appreciate it. Domo arigato gozaimashita.
Gomaista.
I bet Mike is one of those that gnaws the tendons off the turkey legs at Thanksgiving. No, and I have a disgusting story about that. So I was in junior college. It was the last day before Thanksgiving break. And I was walking past part of the medical portion of De Anza College. And I looked inside one of the rooms and there was a corpse in there. And
What?
yeah, they had a medical corpse in this room. And nobody was in the room. It was just like door open, dead body. So naturally, I went in there to check out the corpse, and it was weird because they had peeled all of the skin off of the arm of the corpse, except for the fingerprints. I remember this, and looking at the muscles and the tendons and the sinews and everything. At the time, I wasn't like totally grossed out or anything, but that night I went home. Gosh, was it that day or the next day? It might have been the next day. I went home. We had Thanksgiving, and I got the drumstick, and it had these tendons and sinews that just totally reminded me of the corpse, and I just got totally nauseated.
Weren't able to eat it, huh? So you were drawing at that point, right?
Oh yeah.
So did that help you with your anatomy?
No, not at all. Not in the slightest.
It was the mic in the kitchen with the chicken bone.
Yeah, kind of nasty. Mike checking out corpses. That somehow doesn't surprise me, says P Money. Well, I mean, curiosity. Hello? Curiosity? Nobody hears curious? Let me go to my photo library. I'm gonna change my avatar to something. Oh my gosh. Watch, guys. Hold on a second. I'm going to change my avatar. You guys are never going to guess what the new avatar is.
Is it Avatar?
Can you take a guess what the new avatar is going to be?
Avatar.
Wow, why is this taking so long to load?
The Last Airbender.
You like it?
Oh my goodness. Is that the moon? Oh, that reminds me of that new movie they just announced. It's called Moonfall. It's about the moon falling to Earth.
No.
Roland Emmerich.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the plot is the moon just gonna hit the Earth.
Really? That doesn't seem likely.
I think it could happen.
Did your mother ever season the turkey in a Japanese way? I don't think they have turkeys in Japan.
Shiitake mushrooms.
No, my mom just makes, traditional. I mean, we'll have things like Dungeness crab and sashimi and shrimp and stuff like that. Stuff I can't have anymore. I mean, the sashimi I can, but not the shellfish. Let me see what else I can do here for an avatar. Edit audio avatar.
Send me to that fan edition. How dare you turn my joke around on me?
Yeah. Why did you
I
do
sent
that?
super chats for a year
Nick?
for that joke.
I could do a big sort of silverish gray ball. No.
What's with the balls? You got a couple of blue balls on your screen. Sonic's kind of a ball.
There we go.
He turns into a ball. Is that Cecil?
There. No. It's a Tom McDonald as an alien.
Who's Tom McDonald?
Tom McDonald. He's a rapper. Dude.
Man, I've been living in a cave.
A blue ball to a blue ball. You know how to excite your audience.
Well, Pluto's a blue ball, isn't it?
Pluto is indeed a big blue ball.
Ah,
how interesting of you to notice that.
We've come full circle.
Yes. Let's see if I've got any of my other things in here. Let's see. The big blue ball.
I've got a
big blue ball.
Speaking of blue balls, I got a first date tomorrow.
Speaking of blue balls, did you really just say that about your date?
Oh, well, it's taken us like a month to set up a date, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like. Here, we'll do this one.
She was.
Tell me about you and why she agreed to go out with you.
She worked at my favorite Starbucks, so I guess I bought enough coffee. I finally wooed her.
Oh, you bought her, huh?
No, eventually I stopped paying for the coffee because they would just give it to me.
Ah, gotcha.
I had my loquat moment with coffee.
Excuse me, I don't know what you're talking about. There we go.
Another blue ball.
That can be my avatar for now.
Yeah.
The alien in a ball is neat,
Isn't it?
Isn't it though?
Smug.
Like Tom Green. Thank you very much. Smugpug said, "Oh, we're coming, but I'm busy filling out the 2021 census. I have to give the Australian government my details so they can throw me in a camp for avoiding the jab." Right. Steve Swanson says, Tom McDonald has some great stuff, but his non-political stuff appeals to me even more, though I mostly agree with his politics. Yeah, my favorite song of his is Castles. That's about I think it's about the homeless mostly. Well, it's about us as people all having our own sad stories. It's a really good song. You should check it out. Tom McDonald. I think you'd like him. I think you'd like him a lot. Oh, Red Skull in a blue ball.
Red Skull, blue ball.
True. This is one of the possible skin options for the aliens in Pluto Alliance.
Did you say something about a card game earlier?
Yes. So
is that the Pluto Alliance?
No, the Pluto Alliance is BitBoy's project, which I just did all the art for.
No creative input?
I'm doing Dragons of Pangaea. That's my NFT project. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the NFTs that launch and I'm merging it into this online collectible card game that I created 8 years ago or something like that.
Huh.
But it was back when my friend Everett and I were talking to some programmers about developing out this game, and then somehow or another the programmers just freaking disappeared. But I had developed this whole game doc for this project, and then it's funny, huh? Like how things like evaporate but they're still there, and they're there to serve a purpose in the future. It's like nothing ever gets thrown out; it just kind of gets recycled. I
Well,
don't know if that's right, but
energy
anyway,
can be created or destroyed, right?
yeah. Ideas. The energy idea. The ideas of energy. So, anyways, I'm taking this idea and I'm sort of translating it into the NFT marketplace, because that's where I have connections and the possibility of some pretty powerful marketing through the BitBoy channel, which should be pretty cool. But that's a really, really cool idea for a game. We're gonna have to see how well we can implement it and develop it out.
Like a card game, like Spades or Magic the Gathering.
More like Magic the Gathering, but it's a card game that I also developed into a tabletop game. It's like you play with cards and dice, and you can play against each other, or you can play against like the board and the challenges on the card. It's a whole thing. It's a whole system. And when I developed it as a board/card game, me and my kids and their friends would play this like quite often, and it's a lot of fun. And so developing it out for the internet, I mean, there's so many possibilities of the way this can work out. I think it could be like a permanent. I don't just mean long term, like a permanent, like forever game, like the kind of game that never ends. Like I don't want to really explain it now until like I develop it, but it cannot just go on forever. It can constantly change as well. So like you go to one location on the map, and it has these certain challenges or whatever. A year from now, that location could be completely different, right? It kind of depends on the person that. Well, I don't want to describe it all. It's very involved. But it should be a lot of fun to play.
Well, I mean, I'll definitely check it out when you get around to releasing it. That sounds interesting.
Are you rubbing your beard on your mic?
No.
Oh, sorry, Tatsunami. That's not what he's doing.
I don't know. Sorry, Tatsu.
Hervoye says consensus time is nearing here as well.
Consensus
in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Hey, Hervoye. Sorry for bad English.
Well, sorry for my beard.
Steve Swanson says up here people are actually advocating the unvaccinated be denied work and government benefits, meaning their actual position is people must do as they say or starve to death. This is a precursor to the mark of the beast, everyone. Don't deny it. Don't doubt it. This is a test run to see how easily people can be turned into sheep and barter their eternal soul for the ability to buy a cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, I mean, I love Joe Biden now too. I mean, what? China.
Oh, Hervoye, you're in Croatia now?
Croatia.
Croatia.
I don't even know where that is.
It's in Eastern Europe, I do believe.
Near the Baltic Sea.
Good night, P Money. Sorry, I missed that.
Good night, P Money. What a swell fella.
He's a good boy. I don't even miss him.
I miss Tom Petty.
Tatsunami says, I will accept your apology. Your honor staying intact for now, Mecca. Thumbs up.
I humbly accept your forgiveness.
Hervoyer says southeastern Europe. Well, that's still eastern, isn't it?
They're gonna come for you. They're gonna get you vaccinated, Hervoyer.
Southeastern Europe. That's Turkey, Romania, Greece. What else in southeastern?
Turkey, Greece. Sounds delicious.
Caucasus Mountains.
Caucasus.
Caucasus. Trying to think without looking at a map.
No, yeah.
Gog, Magog.
Gog and Magog.
Wait, is Turkey count as Europe?
I think so.
Yeah. Romania, Macedonia, Serbia?
North of Greece, across from Italy. Very beautiful.
Yes. And very cheap, too. Very cheap to live there.
I do believe Italian women are the most beautiful. But I could be wrong.
There are some beautiful Italian women.
Yeah.
I've seen some beautiful Brazilian women.
Yes.
I've seen beautiful Jewish women.
And beautiful North Korean women, even.
There's a lot. There's, I don't think you can say there's a particular. I mean, it's a matter of taste. Personally, not a fan of Asians, even though I'm Asian.
I am an Oriental.
I'm an Oriental. It's just a thing, and probably because my mom is Japanese.
Good look at my face. I'm an Oriental.
It's just what it is. It's just what it is. No Thai. No, I know Reiki Thai. I've really let this channel go to pot.
Aren't you over 7,000 still?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you stop streaming. Like, I think YouTube doesn't even bother sending out stuff. It's like, I remember when I first started streaming, I was like researching how to stream and stuff, and I watched this video that PewDiePie did on how to stream, and he was like, if you don't stream regularly, like every day, if you like stop streaming for even a short period of time, you just fall completely off of YouTube's algorithm, and it's like starting all over again. And I really haven't been. I've been doing I did. My last 2 shows were both drawn and quartered.
Well, I mean, streaming is one thing, but have you made any produced content?
No.
So that's because the click-through rate and all that is probably another big factor too.
Yeah, but I'd have to do it every single day.
Yeah, that's
the grind, and I mean, especially with COVID and the deadline on the Pluto Alliance project, I just didn't have time for streaming.
Well, and you're still fulfilling stuff too, aren't you?
At all. No, I'm not. I'm not fulfilling that until after. Sorry, everybody who ordered these comics, and I know it seems kind of blasé for me to say so, but I'm not fulfilling that until after the Shadowversity book launches and I get some steam off of those.
Yeah, well, that's coming up soon. You were saying, right?
I hope so. There's literally like nothing stopping him from launching the campaign except that he's not in Australia right now. So hopefully as soon as he gets back, he'll launch the campaign. We'll start doing live streams. He's very, very excited about doing live streams to promote. And I'm like, we should do at least 1 live stream a week together. And so that'd be great because if I'm live streaming on his channel with 1.2 million subs, that would be ideal.
Is he an artist too?
He is actually, yes.
Oh man, wouldn't it be awesome to do like a drawn and quartered on his channel?
Yeah. Well, it'd be. I mean, I told him that like once we launched, I'll do a Shadow of the Conqueror Drawn and Quartered episode, which he could come on as like a special host. And then he was excited about that. Obviously, if he mentions that on his channel, then it should get lots and lots of views, which would hopefully lead to more subs for my channel. And if I started growing like with that, then I'd probably take the time to dedicate to do some more actual either produce content or some more streaming or whatever.
Yeah.
Shad is a cool guy. Arlene says, YouTube is so unpredictable. My friend streams 7 days a week, and those of us that never miss still have to hunt for it. YouTube simply does not show his streams. Wow.
That's, I've heard that story before. Not too uncommon.
There is, streaming isn't a great way to build content. It's hard to go viral streaming, right? I mean, no stream ever goes viral, but you can get, like if you're streaming for 5 hours, collectively, you're going to get a lot of views. And that is an interesting about streaming is that if you have a stream that has some relation to some video that somebody else is doing at the time, like if I had put a bunch of hashtags and stuff in my stream description or whatever, then like when somebody else is watching a video on that subject and that video ends and he's got a automatic play on, then it could just tip right over into my stream. That's happened to me so many times where I'm watching some random video about a subject and it ends and then it like bops over into some live stream that had something to do with that subject. Right. So that's like one way people can stumble onto live streams. But really, if you want to build a channel, you got to do small, dedicated, produced. And it like Bianca, right? Bianca here telling me that I'm a chubby hobbit.
What?
My daughter comes in just in time for me to read that and laugh.
Oh, no. Bianca, how dare you? How dare you, sir?
I know, right? It's Mecca.
Mecca.
Yeah, so that's really the way. And you have to do it daily. You have to do daily content. Aloha, Bianca. And by the way, I've lost weight. I did the COVID diet. It was yeah.
How bad did it get for you?
Dude, you just don't want to eat, especially after you lose your sense of smell and taste. And then, I don't know, even after I got my sense of smell and taste back, I just didn't want to eat. And my doctor was like, you have to eat. You have to just, that old starve a fever, feed a cold thing? Well, COVID is a cold. COVID is literally a cold. So, Jiminy says Shadiversity's brother is the bigger artist in the family. Yes, Jazza has over 5 million subscribers.
And we're coming for every single one of them.
And he's the artist. Arlene says Jazza is hilarious and talented. Love his channel.
I've seen a few videos. He seems interesting.
Yeah, he does some interesting videos. He is the bigger artist in that family.
Oh, hello, Vic. Vic is here.
Vic. Hello, Vic.
Oh, Vic's been on some adventures.
Complimenting Bianca.
I like Bianca's videos. They're all right.
Yeah. I mean, he gets repetitive, but
I like the way he talks.
Yeah. He's got a good radio voice.
Yeah.
What was the title? Shadow of the Conqueror, Tatsunami. You can find it on Indiegogo. I thought maybe Jiminy put the mailing list up there. I guess he did not. Vic says, I was watching Nasser's stream on UNCG. He doesn't realize Secret Comics raised mainly by your guys for Jiminy. Next project is over. That's entirely possible, and I would laugh sincerely.
Yeah, I think everyone knows what they're getting with Nasser at this point.
Yeah, Nasser is a piece of work. I'm incredibly disappointed in him as a human being.
Yeah, you guys had a dust up recently.
Huh?
You guys had a dust up recently, didn't you?
It wasn't so much a dust up as him being an absolute turd, and me saying, "Okay, I'm done with you," and then him continuing to just. It's funny. I don't want to say he's like, Mike, come back. I don't know why. I want to be friends with Mike, and then he's just completely like he like does the gay voice when he's reading my chats and stuff. And it's
Yeah.
like, really, dude? How out of one side of your mouth? It's like, are you bipolar? Are you freaking retarded? Or are you just an idiot? I don't know. He's and then he's constantly putting my face on his thumbnails. I don't even watch his videos. Somebody posted one the other day because like Ethan was lying about me again. Was that Bianca? Bianca, did you post that in my Discord? I can't remember who did. Or maybe it was Seven. Arlene says, "Oh, come on. He made a dragon and castle sculpture out of ramen noodles. He is talented." Nasser made a dragon and castle sculpture out of...
Why would he do that?
All right. Well, that's a good use of his time. Maybe he should get a part-time job.
I thought he worked at a bank.
Polluting the world with horrible novels. Dennis Paruch is in the house. Aloha, Dennis. Dennis, how's your crypto? Hey, how's your crypto, Mecca? Do you still have whatever you had?
Yeah, I still got my chain link.
No. It was Jazza. Sorry, go ahead, Mecca.
Crypto, I still got my chain link.
Yeah, it's over $30.
That's good. I'm glad I bought at least one.
You bought one chain link.
Somebody was telling me today that there's a new crypto called Shiba Inu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that worth throwing $1 at, maybe?
Personally, I don't touch meme coins, but you can do whatever you want.
That's pretty much all I spend my money on is meme coins.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't have a crypto brain. Or you don't make enough crypto
I like to
content.
do research and stuff on cryptos and invest in stuff I think has a shot at either 100xing or more. They're not all going to. Probably most of them aren't going to. But if I can hit a couple of those 100x's, that'll be cool. James Hayes says, "Hey, Mike, Mecca, and everyone hanging around chat. I hope you're doing good and feeling well." I am. I'm also doing well and feeling... Well, I don't feel like it.
Vic's been fighting with sketch therapy. Vic, I think you are sketch therapy. You just don't realize it yet.
Dennis says, "My crypto is all way up." Awesome, bro. Some of the cryptos I bought during the false peak we had a few months ago. So some of that is up there. A lot of it's up. A lot of it's on its way back up. This last week has been phenomenal. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my alts are over 38% up in the last 7 days. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more are over 25% up. And then a bunch of them are like around 10 and up. So yeah, so about 2/3 of my crypto is up minimally 8% in the last 2 weeks.
It's pretty good stuff.
Probably average about 25% up for the last 2 weeks. Oh, for the last 7 days, not 2 weeks, 7 days.
Hey, do you see Steve Swanson's comment?
Oh, hold on.
I don't understand a thing about wrestling, but it's cracking me up already.
A wrestling heel launched a crypto while telling everyone he was doing it to rip off the marks, and then laughed at the marks when they bought it. Great heel work.
What does that even mean?
Dennis says, I'm up over double in the past 3 weeks. I'm going to guess you have a lot of Cardano, Dennis. And actually, what else? What is up double? 3 weeks. I can't go back 3 weeks on CoinGecko. But yeah, a lot of stuff is just.
Oh, you know what?
20% in the last 7 days.
You know what? You know, it'd be a fun video I could show you. I recently got in a fight with a rattlesnake.
You recently what now?
I got in a fight with a rattlesnake.
How did you fight a rattlesnake?
It's at this place I work at. I do security for a resort, and one of our visitors almost stepped on a rattlesnake. So I went and got in a fight with it.
And you have a video? What?
Yeah, I got it on video.
Yeah, but you can't show it because you're on your phone.
How can I get that to you?
I don't know, and I can't show it because I'm on my tablet.
Oh, man, let me see if I left my computer in sleep mode. I want everyone to see me fight the rattlesnake. I won, too.
Hey, Edwin. Here. You want to pop in, Edwin? I can invite people. I'll throw it in the chat again in case anybody missed it.
Yeah, let me see.
Arlene's going. Good night, my
Good night, Arlene. Are you on Blacklist Universe that we're on?
Smooth jazz boy Ed, says Jiminy Cricket. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're on Blacklist Universe. What do you think we were on? Unapologetic American?
Used to be Unapologetic Mike.
Eating a late dinner. It was Unapologetic Mike. Now it's Unapologetic American. Because I am an unapologetic American. Well, links in the chat if anybody else wants to come in. If I don't recognize you, don't feel bad if I don't let you in. And if I do recognize you and I don't let you in, then you know why.
Then feel bad.
Katsunami says, I would love to hear Edwin's voice again after all this years. Yeah. Potatoes, says Jiminy Cricket. What? Okay, Vic, you're talking crazy again. So, Marcio Leonardo says, I was about to send my test on my university's site, but now I'm waiting until it gets a bit more time. That's why I'm here waiting for that while visiting lives on YouTube. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you, Marcio. Oh, look, we have another guest here. It is Mike Oxmall. Greetings, Mike. Or Mecca, whatever. If you're still going after I'll eat, I'll pop on. Right on. I don't know what happened to Mecca. But I'll bring him back on in a bit. Maybe something happened to his mic. I agree with The Hobbit. I love taters. Oh. I thought you were talking about me, Bianca. Do you guys think that rattlesnake was planted there on purpose to fight with Mecca? Vic, what were you fighting about with Sketch? Mr. Therapy there.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Barely.
Let's see here. How about now?
A little less barely.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, I got one of those Blue Yetis finally.
Oh, nice.
Let me see. Okay.
I'm getting to the end of my drink here.
Let me see here. I'm going to see if I can.
What are you trying to do? I'm waiting for Vic to answer me about what he was fighting with sketch therapy about.
All right.
Ba, 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 ba. Marcio, tell me what your test was about. What are you studying at university? Ba, ba, da, 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 da. Heels and baby faces, says Bianca. I don't know what that's about, but yeah. Dennis is up double in the past 4 weeks. I'm trying to think how long it's been. Where I'm at now, back down to half of that. I think it's a little longer than 3 weeks. I think I'd probably say it's about a month or so since I've doubled. But we have not yet hit the parabolic stage of the alt season. I think we have. We're gonna be running up and going hog wild until possibly January, maybe into February. I think Bitcoin is going to peak out in December. I know I'm in disagreement with certain people about that, but it just seems to be the way it's been working the past couple of cycles. And if it does, then yeah, alt season. I think ETH will probably peak out in January. The alts might peak out in February. The other alts, that is. And I don't know. I'm gonna be taking out about 80% of my alts. I'll be selling those off during the ramp up to peak. So where do I think ETH will peak? Somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000, Dennis. That's my guesstimate. If it goes further than that, well, that'll just be kind of crazy. But yeah, and then like my Chainlink, even though Chainlink's up, what's it, 30, 31 right now? Let me see. Where's Chainlink? Chainlink's at 30 and a half right now. I'm Chainlink, believe it or not, I don't care if it goes to $100. I'm not going to sell it. That I'm just going to hold on to because Chainlink historically continues to go up. I mean, it goes up and down, right? I mean, it went from 48, something like that, down to like 14 during this dip. Now it's back up to 30, but I think it's going to go over 100 by the end of this. Maybe 200. Who knows? But I'm going to hold on to it, even through the bear market, because that's what I was saying is traditionally, the last couple of bear markets, it's gone up even through the bear market, while everything else is going down because the bear market is just dumping. Coinbase, or not Coinbase, Chainlink has still traditionally gone up. And actually, Chainlink right now, I believe, is my top holding. Let me see. Yep, it's my top holding. Ethereum used to be my top holding, but I've sold a lot of that to get into smaller altcoins. Still my second, though. About canceling you from everyone's channel. Ponzi scheme. Doug TeNapel, just that everyone knows he's trash. You mean who's trash? Sketch or Doug? I think you're talking about Sketch, right? Yeah, Sketch is a crazy person. And It's funny because somebody they shared my name on Twitter today. BitBoy Crypto did, and somebody was on there being very concerned about that crowd coming after me on BitBoy's like time, right, on his Twitter, on his YouTube, whatever. And I'm like, I mean, they're not all Sketch. Sketch would totally, but I'm like, just block these people because they have nothing to do with crypto, and it's just so outside their wheelhouse. James Hayes says Sketch got a lot of leeway with people for military service and being wounded that no one else would have gotten. No, James, Sketch got a lot of leeway with people because he super chatted. That's the whole reason he got leeway. If Sketch never super chatted, nobody would give a dang about his military service because he's a psychotic, bipolar, insane, rambling, swearing, just douchebag. So, no, it's just the money. That's it. There's no other reason to keep Sketch around. Just the super chats. Let's be realistic.
Maybe some sense of pity for the extreme parts of who he is. But even that's a bit generous.
It's just the super chats.
Remember his last $84?
No, what was that? Oh.
This is my last $84.
I'm not gonna eat this week so that I can super chat you my last $84.
Well, in Puerto Rico or wherever he's at, that's a king's ransom. That's a real meal.
Vic says, I beat him just by using my words. He started super chatting about me, saying I'm War Campaign. Well, that's his problem, is that Sketch is War Campaign. Right? It's like all these guys that like wanted to run away from being War Campaign when their frog overlord threw War Campaign under the bus. It's like, bruh, you're still War Campaign. That's who you are. Who do you think made War Campaign what War Campaign was? It was guys like Sketch. It was guys like Testify. Right? It wasn't just Roe, for Pete's sake.
No, yeah. It was something else.
Yeah. Steve Swanson says, Will Callion, I think, had the same problems, but he just ended up being persona non grata because no super chats. That's correct. That is correct. Vic says, I manipulated him into telling Anna to not use her address to back Shane Davis, and she revealed that on screen. I told him he was spreading rumors about Shane and Aaron. Okay, I don't honestly, Vic. I don't follow any of this stuff. So, I mean, thanks for telling me what's going on, but seriously, I have no idea what's going on. James Hayes says, not really anymore. Of course, War Campaign has went through yet more internal fights and splits. I'm not sure who they are anymore. It doesn't matter. They are the people who were the problem, right? And so, as far as I'm concerned, they're all still War Campaign. Testify, Sketch, all of them. They're all still War Campaign. They can pretend like they're not, but that's who the problem was. That problem is still there. I mean, thankfully, I'm not even on Twitter anymore, so I don't know, but, there's no more dildo memes or pornographic memes. But actually, I wouldn't even know if there are still any of that because I'm not on Twitter. Well, okay, I am on Twitter on that other account, but that other account, I'm like steering so far away from any of this stuff. Actually, today was the first time I was actually like posting stuff on Twitter. I'm like, and I thought about going back and deleting it just because I don't want to be posting stuff on Twitter. War Campaign gone, but the behavior remains odd. Yeah, so it's just a label. right? They're war campaign at heart. They still exactly act like they did before, but now they're just doing it under whatever. They both hate war campaign. That's because they are war campaign. They hate themselves.
They well, I thought they broke it down to just the big three.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
More importantly, I don't even care.
yeah.
Greetings, Edwin. He doesn't have his headphones in, so he couldn't hear me in my wonderful introduction.
Right when I plugged my microphone, so that was cool.
Oh, you heard it? Did you hear me say,
Yeah.
Greetings, Edwin?
Did I hear you say what now?
Third time's a charm. Greetings, Edwin.
Hello, Mr. Medler.
How are you, good sir?
Good. Good.
Wonderful.
Got a full
wonderful.
belly?
Ah, the best kind of belly.
So what?
Except for pork belly. Pork bellies.
I was going to say, what have I missed in the crazy world of comics, of crowdfunded comics? But
Hell, I don't know. I don't pay attention to that
I
stuff.
don't know that I actually missed it.
Updog says, talk about vaccines and election steals.
Oh, why?
The wise one, Dennis Bruch, says, I haven't used my Twitter account since POTUS was banned. There you go. There you go. No, I don't. Look, man. As far as crowdfunding comics is concerned, I'm waiting again. Oh, look, Mecca can share a screen.
Okay.
Mecca can share. Oh, look, it's him versus a rattlesnake.
Can you hear it?
No, but maybe it's just not loud enough yet. It's Mecca McRattlesnake.
Were you fighting rattlesnakes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you hear it now?
Is it? Oh yeah. Is it in the bag?
It's in the bag. Yeah.
Then why
It's
are you
in
trying to grab
the
it out of the bag? Shouldn't you just be taking the bag, swinging it against a rock, and smashing that thing? Are you trying to save it?
No, I'm not trying to save it. It was like on a walkway.
You're cutting its head off and then barbecuing it.
Yeah, right. Making some shoes out of it.
Yeah.
Where you fold that bag in half and take one of those rocks and drop it on that bag until you.
Well, I got some steel toe boots, but yeah, it's only my second time handling a rattlesnake here. And there's like a little pull string at the bottom of that bag. Oh, wow. You hear it?
I like your Target pants.
There's probably a joke there with handling rattlesnakes.
There he
but
is.
We won't go there.
Oh, it's a baby.
See ya. Hey. Bye.
It's just a little.
There's some hobo down that hill who's like, "Oh my God, why would you do that?"
Yeah. Hey, one more time.
You just killed DB Cooper, Mecca.
Goodbye.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah, it was mean. That was a mean mamma jamma.
What part of the world are you in? Where there's
California.
rattlesnakes? California.
Yeah, you could call it wine country.
Well, apparently California knows how to party.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's throwing a rattlesnake. That's fun.
Yeah, I threw a garter snake or something like that. I accidentally killed it because I caught it. We were at church a couple summers ago, and I grabbed this thing. It was just on the ground, and like everyone was afraid of it. So I grabbed it behind its neck or behind its head, and then it started wrapping around my arm. And I just wanted to throw it back into the woods, so I like unwrapped it and I held it straight, and then I threw it. But when I threw it, it helicoptered. So it was like
Nice.
it was a straight line, and then like just helicoptering. and it hit its head against a rock.
Oh no.
I'm like, aw. So I
Mike's-
skinned it.
Mike's the first person to be able to throw a rattlesnake like a boomerang. Ah!
Boomer.
It was just like a little garter snake or gopher snake or something. It wasn't venomous.
So
Although it didn't bite me, so.
all these people that want us to talk about these various topics, people are so consumed by a spirit of fear, whether it's one way or the other, that there are no rational conversations really to be had for a while.
Dude, I fell victim to the spirit of fear when I had COVID, because even though I knew the numbers,
Right?
even though I knew the survivability and all of that stuff, still, because of how permeated that you're gonna die storyline is, dude, when I started, like, you know, having oxygen levels under 90 and stuff, I started freaking out. I'm like, I'm going to well, okay, I didn't freak out that much, but when I called my doctor and I'm like, hey, I can't keep my O2 over 90, you know, can I get some oxygen or something? They're like, oh no, you have to go to the ER. They're like, I'm like, why? And they're like, well, because they're gonna have to run tests on you, and if they have, you know, we don't have a CT scanner here at the clinic, and we don't have this and that. It's like they have all that stuff at the hospital, so you have to go to the ER. I go to the freaking ER, and I'm sitting there for hours. They run one X-ray on me. They tell me I've got pneumonia. They literally prescribed me over-the-counter Robitussin and
Nice.
sent me home.
Pour some tussin on it. That's a
Pour
ticket.
some tussin on it.
So was Jojo running around the house with his nunchucks, screaming, "I'm the man of the house now"? Victory is mine.
He did break my phone, though.
Nice.
If you're gonna make that argument, it's best done with a pair of nunchucks. You get the right spirit.
Jiminy says 10 minutes until chocolate cookie coma. Jiminy, you had the link. You could have come in. Oh, he's baking cookies. Never mind. Steve Swanson says nobody is that afraid anymore, really. As evidence, when you hear someone has COVID, you assume they'll be fine. At the beginning, people thought it was a death sentence. Yeah, but here's the weird thing. It's like I got to this point. It was about 2 weeks in, and I had one good night of like fever sweats. And like with a flu, you know, you break that sweat, you break that fever and it's done, right? You're like good. And then like a day after that, that's when I guess the pneumonia started or whatever, because I couldn't breathe. I couldn't take like half a full breath without coughing. And so because you're not taking full breaths, that's when your oxygen level starts going down. And so because I had that shortness of breath, that's when I went to the what do you call it? The urgent care for the first time. And then they gave me, that was a crazy thing. I went to the urgent care. They gave me this antibody treatment.
Ivermectin.
No, it wasn't ivermectin. No.
The monoclonal antibodies.
The monoclonal antibody, right. They gave me that. I fell asleep. Dude, I woke up. They put me on an IV. I woke up like an hour or 2 hours later. So complete. I wasn't hot or feverish or anything, but I was so completely drenched in sweat. I swear it was like somebody just dumped a 2-liter all over me.
Nice.
My clothes, the blanket, the bed were all soaking wet.
So you're essentially telling us that you peed your hospital bed.
Yeah, I just whipped it out.
It's okay. You were
myself.
sick. There's no shame. You were sick. You're feverish, man. It's cool.
No, but those weird things.
Oh, the cool kids are peeing their
pants.
pants.
That was actually a very a symptom that I had several times throughout COVID was cold sweats. But when they had me on the IV and I was asleep, dude, that was just the craziest thing. Because like right after that, that's when they're like, okay, you're good, you can go home. And I'm like going home, I'm like walking out of the hospital like dripping wet. Like
Moist.
like I just walked through a shower.
Oh,
Covered
moist,
in my own bodily
moist Miller, they call him.
Moist
And-
Miller.
Vic asked me if I got sick. No, Vic, so starting January of 2020, as soon as I saw like the Chinese freaking out, viruses work by certain mechanisms, right? And that's why certain things work, right? And most of the things that work well, work on certain receptors, or they down regulate certain synthesis, or they're intercellular zinc transporters. So January, I had my wife and I went on January last year. We went on a regimen of magnesium, zinc, vitamin
D,
and some other compounds. I eat about a pound of blueberries a day.
We were talking about blueberries earlier, weren't we, Mike?
Bluebird? No, that was blue balls. No, that's interesting because I was just watching a video today on like all the rest, how ivermectin works in the system, and they're saying that it doesn't actually block. It doesn't block it. It like closes off the receptors that can like carry the spike proteins into the cellular structure. So it's like that's how they suspect that it doesn't kind of like work. It's not really the prophylactic that some people think it is. It can help, but
Prophylactics? Well, what you crazy folk doing up in here? You need some prophylactics for? What kind of show is this?
Is that stuff you stick up your butt?
No, well,
suppository, Mecca.
I was a little off
I
there.
hope you're talking about a suppository.
a prophylactic is a condom, is one way. Well, in that sense, it would be a condom. So I'm hoping, for the sake of decency, that no, a prophylactic would not be something you would choose to, place in your no-no hole.
Disappointing. You got pepper juice in your pee hole?
Dennis asks, how long did you have COVID until you got monoclonal treatment? It was 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Monoclones. Interesting.
Monoclonal anti.
No jutsu.
Or
But
anti. Something.
You were just kind of sick for like a week, right? For like the first week, you were just kind of dragging, yeah?
I was completely exhausted. And that's kind of I just talked to somebody else who had COVID about the same time, and he's like, is the worst thing was the exhaustion, right? I mean, like, okay, for the first couple of days, I was like crazy dizzy, right? And then like I had so many different symptoms, but like one or two at a time, and it just like was like cycling through symptoms, like fever, and then dizziness, and then headache, and then it wasn't like all at the same time, and then you were just completely wrecked. It was like one thing at a time, but throughout that whole time, I was just exhausted. So it wasn't like, I know, frankly, I'd rather have gone through that than like a bad flu, because a bad flu, man, you just feel like you want to die. I never felt like that bad.
Okay, baby. What's going on?
Shaggy Bear says I put. Okay.
A pterodactyl. What'd you do with that pterodactyl, boy? You ain't right.
Dennis wants to know if you're still eating a pound of blueberries a day.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
In pancakes?
No,
I'm just not a fan. I'm not a big fan of blueberries.
Straight blueberries. They
Not
make you
my.
Sure
live
they're not.
longer.
Sure they're
I
not
always save
fun.
them for last. No.
Blueberries have a nutraceutical compound in them there that their blue coloring comes from. It is called an anthocyanin. You know, like the color cyan.
Cyan is a color? Oh, cyan.
Yes.
You and your weird accent.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
You got stem cell therapy.
Nice.
No. It's
Mike is the 6 Bitcoin man. It's not quite as impressive as the $6 million man, but it's
The legend of the 10 Bitcoin rings.
Dennis is jealous of the blueberries. Updog says I will try to convert my T cells into crypto now that I'm immune.
nice.
That's interesting. What's his face? Our friend at Microsoft, Bill Gates. He has a patent for a cryptocurrency that it's proof of, like you have proof of work and proof of stake and all that stuff. Basically, it's proof of life, because this is a cryptocurrency that is driven from a chip that is implanted in you. The chip is implanted in you. This is legitimately a patented thing for Bill Gates, and it monitors your life system, like it monitors where you go, what you do, your blood pressure, your heart rate. It monitors all that stuff. You want to hear the funniest part about this, Edwin? Because it seems like you haven't heard this before. The patent number
It's 666.
is 060606.
Have we confirmed this? Have we confirmed this at the patent office?
Legitimate and bizarre beyond all comprehension.
I don't know. That seems more like
But it's for a cryptocurrency.
that says more like design to me.
Shaggy Bear says eat lots of garlic. All right, so if you're going to eat lots of garlic and you want to take advantage of the natural antibiotic compound in garlic, it's called allicin. Not like Allison, like Allison, ALLICIN. You need to crush the garlic so that the particular enzyme that converts, it's called allinase, converts the sugars and such into this sulfurous antibiotic. So you crush it. You want to let it sit for at least 15 minutes before you eat it, preferably raw.
Mix it into some honey.
Yeah.
But is its aim true, Edwin?
Yes, it is.
I wonder what percentage of our audience understood that. That's end of time stuff. Well, it is weird, Updog. That's all I'm going to say about it.
I think we got more time behind us than ahead of us at this point.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
We're not there, but we're
Bill
not slowing
Gates
down.
feels fine. Saw a great video showing Bill Gates and Hitler side by side with the same rocking body movements. Really, Dennis? That's interesting.
Well, I think Hitler was like methed out or something.
I don't know, but he was good to his dogs.
I think we got about another year of the fear left to get through.
Like I said, I think this is just a practice run.
If we can recall Newsom, we might break the tide.
The idea that all of these people are so willing to to stop people's ability to buy and sell because of a vaccine that doesn't work.
That doesn't prevent transmission like originally
That doesn't
pitched.
prevent transmission. Okay, so in Israel, they 85% of the population is vaccinated. 85, no, not 85. It's 86 or 87% of the new COVID cases are vaccinated people. So statistically, in Israel, it makes no difference whether you got the vaccination or not in the new COVID cases. Like, in fact, slightly less than statistic. I mean, slightly more than statistically, you're more likely to get COVID if you got the vaccination.
Here in Hawaii now, all the state and county workers, including police officers and such, because here in Hawaii it's different. It's not like counties like you're used to in the mainland. All of Oahu, which is the island with Honolulu and Waikiki, is one county. There's not like cities that have their own mayors. So the mayor is the mayor for the whole island, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so all the city workers, city and county workers, and all the state workers have to have the vaccine, I think, within the next week, or they will be placed on unpaid leave and or fired. I think some people have put in for religious exemptions or for medical exemptions. But we're at the point now where, like a lot of the contracting we're doing, if it's we're working in schools or we're working in city and county facilities or federal facilities, we're about 2 weeks away from where we'll have to have the vaccines too if we want to be able to work.
You can't sue the government, can you?
You can,
because legally, I know legally, at least in the private sector, and you are liable, medically liable, financially liable, if you force a vaccination on an employee.
Yeah, Edwin, I just tell Mike when I came on, to accept the job offer with a new place I'm working at, I had to provide proof of vaccine. They were going to rescind their offer if I didn't have it.
So which one did you get? Did you get Pfizer?
Pfizer, yeah.
Well, Pfizer's the weakest one.
I'll say.
If
we had all those anthrax vaccines in the Army and the peanut butter shot and all that. I wasn't too particularly worried about getting it, but Mike told me I'm going to die of a spike protein. So
one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, it was eventually going to be spike protein or me.
If I have to get one to work, I would probably get the Pfizer one.
Yeah, I got the second dose and I didn't feel anything. Maybe a little sore on the arm the next day, but not by much.
Well, that's because you're dead inside, Mecca.
Well, yeah, that, and I'm pretty sure I already had COVID like at least twice. But
J&J, isn't that the one shot?
Yeah, that's the nastiest one.
Yeah, that's Kevin got that. He was sick as a dog for 6 weeks.
J&J's had quite a bit of side effects. I think Pfizer's the one that's had the least amount of side effects.
And I think Pfizer is also the one that the FDA rushed their approval to, didn't it?
Yeah.
They all had their approval rush.
We're
still not having a testing.
They had emergency
year and a half
use.
of testing period for an average vaccine before this gets approved.
Yeah. Well, what polio took 5 years to develop a vaccine for that?
I don't know.
Marco polio.
The average vaccine takes 3 years for the whole process.
I'm not particularly worried about it either way. About COVID, that is. You know, I was doing the supplemental stuff for the last 2 years, and then for the last 3 months, I've been eating a plant-based diet. And there's some research out now that shows that people eating a plant-based diet are about 75% less likely to get severe or even moderate COVID if they contract COVID. So just eat like Daniel for a little bit.
Nah, I already got COVID.
There you go.
There should be a card you can have in your wallet, the natural antibodies card, hopefully someday.
Oh, the antigens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
it
was a
was-
ridiculous thing. I'm at the hospital and they're like, okay, in 3 weeks, come back and get your shot. I'm like, shut! You just tested me for COVID. I have natural immunity, and you want me to come back and get a freaking shot? No.
So get it again, basically.
Yeah, pass.
Alex Jones was just on live. I guess he took ivermectin or something.
Oh, you mean
The horse dewormer, they keep calling it.
yeah, that's so stupid.
Didn't India use ivermectin to great effect? Or am I misremembering?
I remember something about that as well. But like I said, it doesn't work like the way they think it works.
It's a different
But-
pathway.
Yeah, it's a different pathway. And the thing is, you have to take a significant amount of it. But if you take too much of that stuff, it is bad. Same with anything. But
Yeah.
but what's the other one? The one that Trump was taking?
Hydroxychloroquine?
Yeah. I think that has a better track record, doesn't it?
Well, that one's actually probably better over a long time. So you use, what was the word you used before? Prophylactic?
Yeah.
Suppository?
Yeah.
You put the
Supposilactic?
suppository in the prophylactic.
Suppository D&Q next Wednesday.
Your Honor, that is suppository. It's a suppository line of questioning. I object.
I object to your suppositorious mendacity.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Shaggy Bear says, I took too much alcohol tonight.
But drink a little tonic water. Drink a little tonic water every night. That's a good zinc shuttle. The tonic water is bitter because of the quinine. And so I'm saying the word zinc shuttle, and all that means is it's a compound that helps zinc get into the intercellular.
I freaking hate zinc.
You
I
hate
mean,
zinc? Are you taking like
I hate
high
it because
doses?
every time I have to take zinc, it's one of those damn things you have to suck on for 6 hours for it to
Oh, it's a
dissolve in
zinc
your mouth.
lozenge. No, just take
Ugh.
a little zinc. Just take a little zinc oxide each day. Don't be all
I'm gonna
crazy
swallow
with it.
a penny.
No, man, that's a zinc lozenge. That's why it sucks. Yeah, it does suck.
I need a zinc suppository. I'm just gonna shove a penny up my.
Suppository.
Shaggy Bear. What's up, Shaggy Bear? Nope, just beer. No absinthe tonight, Shaggy Bear. Steve Swanson
Absinthe.
says, I think the reason the flu didn't exist last year was the test couldn't determine between flu and COVID, and nobody wants to admit that. Admit that. So some who think they had COVID are immune actually aren't. I think that, and I do think that there's a combination between that and people, actually washing their hands and doing all of that fun stuff, that wearing those dumb masks.
At this point, I don't know what's going on. I just know that thing Rahm Emanuel said, never let a crisis go to waste. I think that's...
Dude, this is, like I said, man, this is a precursor to the mark. Because if you can, just over a vaccine, which...
Yeah, but you'll break your brain talking to people right now. Either way, because again, there's little rational discussion to be had. Because people are either absolutely terrified of the vaccination in any response, and on the other side, you've got people just absolutely willing to do anything and everything to save their lives from a virus that so far is 99% survivable.
97.
99.8, I think. It's pretty
Yeah.
high.
You've almost got better luck going to Vegas and coming back with money than
I
you
had
do.
better luck getting killed by that snake.
So there should be some response. Like here in Hawaii, our hospitals are on are overflowing, and people are having to postpone.
Yeah, but then you'd have to go to Hawaii.
But we don't have a ton of extra hospital capacity. Normal extra hospital capacity. I mean, if it came down to it, there's some emergency things that could be done. So I mean, it's obviously affecting people, and people are getting sick from it. It's real, and
Yeah, what does kind of drive me nuts is people who say it doesn't exist. I'm like, bruh, I just went through it. I'm like, no, you just got really sick. I'm like, dude, this was not just really sick. This has specific symptoms that match with everybody else I know that had COVID. You know, they're like, no, man, it's just you're just sick. I'm like, dude, I don't know who you're listening to. I don't care who you're listening to. And I don't care even what freaking name you put on it. There's a sickness out there that is unlike any cold or flu I've had in my half a century on this planet. And a lot of other people are getting it. So I don't care if you want to call it freaking Timbuktu sickness. It's a thing, and it's real. And the world knows it as COVID-19. So just stop with this weird...
Cardi B warned us at the start of this thing. Coronavirus.
I forget which one is Cardi B. Was she the one that sang the WAP song? Was that Cardi B?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What? She sang an derogatory Italian song?
Yeah.
Yes.
Terrible.
She was singing about moist Italians.
Moist
And
Italians.
suppositories.
Oh my goodness. It's terrible. She's racist.
Baby rattlesnakes will kill you. That's right. That's why I threw that son of a gun.
The Wuhan.
You should. Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point that whatever it is came from the gain of function research.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Dr. Fauci.
So it's not the Wuhan virus; it's the DC virus.
Well, no, actually, it started in North Carolina, and then when they found out that was happening in the United States of America, they shut it down and transferred it to Wuhan.
What?
Yeah. That gain of function research was in North Carolina. When they found out about it, they shut it down. They moved all the research to Wuhan, China. And Fauci's behind it all.
The Fauci virus.
Interesting times we live in. How Fauci is not in prison, I have no idea. Because he made me sick.
Well,
I'm gonna give him a suppository.
Who's the prince of the earth?
Oh,
The prince
Obama?
of who?
The prince of the earth.
he fell from he fell from heaven, Mecca. With the
Newsom.
third of the angels.
Governor Newsom.
Possibly. We'll see.
And he saw a pale rider, and his name was Pelosi.
Yes.
So from John 14,
Road
John
of
14, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. You've heard how I said unto you, I go away and come again unto you. If you love me, you would rejoice, because I said, I go unto the Father, for my Father is greater than I. And now I have told you before it come to pass. When it is come to pass, you might believe. Hereafter, I will not talk much with you, for the prince of this world cometh, and hath nothing in me. But that the world may know that I love the Father, and as the Father gave me commandment, even so I do. Arise, let us go hence. Yep.
And-
Yeah, Shaggy, you got it, brother. You got it.
Yep. Bloop. Fauci isn't a doctor, but he plays one on TV.
You're not gonna need to wear masks. You're not gonna need to wear masks. You touch your
Oh,
face and stuff
perfect.
like that.
Yeah, Dr.
Steve
Dr.
Swanson.
Doogie Mingley,
Yeah.
EMT.
Steve Swanson said people postponed surgeries until they couldn't wait any longer and thought COVID was over, which is partly why hospitals are full. That is also, by the way, part of the reason why hospitals, I think, this is my opinion, and this is just about personal greed, not personal greed, maybe corporate greed. When COVID hit, everything was shut down. People weren't rock climbing. They weren't riding their bikes. They weren't even out in their cars. Emergency rooms were empty. Hospitals were empty because nobody was going out and getting hurt doing the regular stuff that people go out getting hurt. People weren't having heart attacks from jogging. People weren't doing anything. They were sitting at home on their TVs and on their laptops, just not getting hurt. And so hospitals were freaking broke about 6 to 8 months into this thing. And then the government started paying hospitals. And in California, I don't know what the price was in other states. In California, if a hospital said they had a patient with COVID, the state and or the feds, whoever, I don't know what the combination was, would give $144,000 per patient that they said had COVID. And like I said, greed, whatever, when your hospital is broke and then suddenly somebody walks in with the flu and you say, and you, instead of writing flu on a piece of paper, you write COVID-19, and you go from losing money to making $144,000. It's pretty good incentive to mess with the numbers a little bit.
Especially when they let you get away with it.
And they did. And they do. So yeah, in California alone, or in actually in San Diego County alone, we went from 2019's flu season having 20,700 flu patients in our hospitals to, in 2020's flu season, 700 flu patients. So we lost 20,000 flu patients, but we had 40,000 COVID patients. Interesting numbers.
So when are you going to get out of California, Mike? You're going to go to the East Coast.
When the weather starts sucking here and not sucking somewhere else.
When I was just thinking of like monetarily.
I know. I could go live in Indiana like a king, but it is what it is.
I'm going to Texas.
I don't know,
Constitutional
man.
carry.
I mean, we're like
Hey, and God bless them for that abortion law, huh?
Yeah, well, we'll see how that works out. I mean, it's as far as I understand, they just can't knock it down because there's no case. There's no actual case. You can't just attack a case, or you can't just attack a law because you don't like it.
Yeah.
Geek Hero Bubba says, "Come to Oklahoma."
No
Maybe he
thanks.
means sing Oklahoma. Mike, you should sing Oklahoma.
No.
Gentlemen, I got to be up in 4 hours, so I'm going to let you get to
All
it.
right, brother.
Well,
Actually,
good to hear from you guys again, though. I'm glad you're doing okay, Mike.
You too, brother.
Good to hear from you, Micah.
Pretty soon
You
here
too.
too. So.
You too, Edwin. All right. God bless you guys.
God bless, bro.
Yeah.
Shoots.
Joe Case says private clinics and hospitals made a killing here during COVID. They refused COVID patients while public hospitals struggled. Interesting. How does that work, Joe? Joe is in Greece, for those of you who don't know. All non-COVID cases were diverted there while the state covered the expenses. Interesting. Speakeasy hospitals may be a thing soon. Hey, you know what? We could have back alley hospitals. That'd be a would be where you could get ivermectin and
Well,
yeah.
pray often. Pray often. Think about good things. Don't eat too much. Eat mostly plants. Don't be too apart from this live stream, don't be too sedentary and spend your life sitting in a chair staring at a screen. It's not good for your
What
health.
everybody's doing.
Yeah, it's not good for your health, many or otherwise.
Yeah. Other than that, everything good on your end?
Yeah, man, I've been working like crazy.
Good.
Yeah,
And
and I'm not. I've been eating like a vegetarian for almost like a vegan for about 3 months now.
oh yeah,
Yeah, it's been
you miss
interesting.
your ribeyes?
Do I miss what now?
Your ribeyes.
Yeah, occasionally I do, but it's not like a compulsion. If I smell somebody cooking a steak, I'll be like, oh, that smells good.
Yeah. Well, when you lose your sense of smell and taste from COVID, everything's disgusting. It's amazing how much taste makes putting things in your mouth just so different. Dude, when you can't taste an egg and you put that runny thing in your mouth, it is like the most just vile like feeling. It's just it was so bad.
Dennis Pruch says, "What's your main protein sources?" I've got a couple of different. If I feel like I haven't had enough protein in a given day, I've got a couple of vegetarian-based protein powders that are pretty good. But Dennis, I eat a lot of beans, so I'm probably getting about 150 grams of protein a day.
And he's gassy as hell.
Yeah, that went away. That went away. I was for like a month, man. That was
For a month.
Yeah. That was lethal. I think I woke my wife up one night with a smell.
Oh, that's lovely. Hey,
Yes.
did you diversify your crypto, or are you just all Bitcoin?
I've got some Bitcoin. I've got some ETH. I've got, however much library coin I've got, though. That goes up and down. I'm mostly in cash right now.
LBRY.
Mostly.
You're mostly in cash.
Yep.
Cash is trash, bruh. What are you doing?
It may be.
Cash be trash.
The easy thing, though, since eating like a vegetarian, I'm just doing it for health reasons. It's not like an ethical stance or anything. I really don't have an opinion about some of that stuff. Cut my grocery bill down to about a third.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I eat a lot of beans. I eat a lot of simple vegetables, a lot of oatmeal.
Are you buying dried beans and then cooking them?
I buy lentils dry. I found I enjoy, like I ate a lot of black beans. I like those canned better.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Pope Fire, the Starfire Goddess. She says, elbow cough, elbow cough.
Those are dabs. She's
cough.
dabbing.
Oh, she's dabbing. Oh, okay.
She's dabbing. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking in StreamYard so it doesn't show.
I know. Me too.
Dennis Pruch says, I prefer the Orgain powders. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Yeah.
Silver. Smug Pug suggests silver.
Silver
and gold. Silver and gold.
Smug Pug. I miss you guys' show, man. I miss you guys' show. That was about the only thing Comicsgate related I could watch. The only thing Yeah, the only thing I noticed though is when it would transition from the review to the
The
drama
drunk dumpster fire.
to the drunk dumpster fire, is that for about the last 2 months they would always send in a cooler, so there would be somebody from Comicsgate who would come by just to make sure nothing too contentious was talked about. I was kind of laughing. I don't think I've watched one of the shows totally through, but if like I was washing dishes, I would listen to some and then come back and look at the chat. But that was the only thing CG related that I was even paying attention to.
Yeah, I like well-read show. Why is
Yeah.
the show over, Pug? What happened? Why you stop? I need to know this.
I think it was freedom
I just need to
freedom of
know.
expression. I think was the you know. But L. Ron Hubbard and friends don't enjoy being criticized. Look at a picture of L. Ron Hubbard. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Let me find a picture.
L. Ron Hubbard. Images. I can't share it.
I can. You want me to?
Sure.
L.
Find a
Ron
good
Hubbard.
one though.
Yeah. This will make you laugh.
Creative differences.
There we go. That's a nice diplomatic answer. Very good, sir.
Yeah.
I like that. Not throwing anybody under the bus.
Yeah, but it's bull crap. Come on.
Who's that remind you? Don't say it. It's the creator, founder, and I'm guessing cryogenically frozen leader of
the Scientology cult.
Yes.
Yes.
So
yeah, I don't know. It's drawing a blank, Edwin.
We've got some expensive literature we want you to purchase.
You have to buy all. You have to buy all of the books.
Yes, multiple copies to be
Scientology.
Yeah,
and it's like monthly. I watched a whole thing on Scientology, and you have to buy like a set of books like every month from Scientology.
Right, and if you say something, if you criticize Scientology, you're called what is called a suppressive person. Nowadays, we would call that an SJW. But
yes, yeah, and if you leave the cult of Scientology, yes, they absolutely turn completely on you. They kind of come after you. And
that's
and
well
your
documented. They have
family-
this show. They'll follow you around for years after, right? To try and discredit you or to stalk you and harass you to keep you off balance. Yeah.
Yeah, and your family disowns you.
Yeah.
They have to pretend like you don't exist.
But according to L. Ron Hubbard's followers, he was the best science fiction author ever.
Well, they didn't think that his science fiction is their religion. Interesting.
You remember the movie John Travolta made? Oh boy.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, buy those books every month just to be safe.
Vic says shame, Edwin. I don't know why he's talking about. Battlefield Earth. Yeah, that's the one. I never watched it, but I did watch a video criticizing it, and it was the funniest freaking videos. Jokes aside, many of us are still with you guys despite being friendly with them as well. Thank you, Kikiro Bubba. We do appreciate. Yeah, did L. Ron like frogs. I don't have any information to that regard whatsoever.
Well, now, if you're really still with us, I've got some chores that need doing. Or do you mean in spirit?
Uh,
I'm kind of on the side of George Washington. Actually, there's a quote from the Lord of the Rings that I like, and this is from Treebeard, which some of you may remember from the movies. And he's talking to Gandalf, and he says,
You shall not pass!
he says, "I'm not altogether on anyone's side because no one's altogether on my side."
how about
Never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf.
What about side by side with a friend?
I could do that.
talking about sides? You know,
Ugh.
you did like aliens, chores. I must have missed it, Dennis. I don't know what you're referring to. Iron Luke says, after looking closely, I'm guessing the resemblance is to a three-lettered individual who loves pie. A three-lettered Bob?
Yes, that's the one. Bob does love his pie.
Urch, the Urch. Yes. All right.
Is it
Well,
real?
we're well
Go
over
ahead.
2 hours here. Is there any last thoughts you had there, buddy?
Oh, I was just going to ask you how your dragon-based card game was going.
I was working on the roadmap today. I showed it to Justin over at BitBoy to see what he thought, and he thought it looks really tight. So I'm just gonna keep moving forward on it. I've got most of the dragon art, I think.
Oh, have I
done.
missed? Are you done with the BitBoy comic book?
I've got 2 of them done. They're postponing launch on that until after they launch the Pluto Alliance NFT project.
And how are they going to sell that directly through their website, or are they going to crowdfund that? What are they going to have?
No, it's not. It's going to be NFTs. So.
Oh, in the comic books?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But are there going to be physical copies sold, or just all NFTs?
All NFTs. Maybe at some point they'll do a physical printed comic, but it's very interesting because I was looking up what the top NFT projects are out there, and there's a comic called Punks that is one of the top NFT projects out there, and it is like legitimately a comic book. And now these things are costing like 6 freaking ETH each, which that's almost that's $18,000 right now.
Really? ETH is up that much? Wow.
It's dude, this is just a crazy market. And actually, Doug has been making and selling NFTs on OpenSea, the Clayman NFTs. He's sold 10 of them so far. So
with what kind of price tag?
Not huge. I think some of them are like 0.01 ETH. Some of them are like 0.04. So not crazy, but a few $100.
Jason Bernard, if I remember correctly, the Entwives were probably destroyed in the First Age, in the war with Melkor. As far as I can tell, there are no Entwives in the Second Age. I believe that is in the war with Melkor.
Vic, my birthday was on the 26th. FYI.
FYI.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move forward on that.
Cool.
I just want to make sure it's really done. I don't want to just cash in on the NFT craze. I want to use like this pump right now. Because NFTs are going crazy right now. I want to sell the NFTs of the dragons to be the seed money that produces the card game, and that's something that we can develop through the bear market, right? So that we can be developing it and continuing to grow this thing out and make it something special that people are gonna want to play and sit in front of their screens and get fat. And no.
Well, you know, I do know that bears enjoy cards, but do they really have that much purchasing power? It seems like a very niche market.
Well, the idea with the initial launch of the NFTs is that
Smarter than an average bear, Bucky boy.
oh, I didn't hear the bear part. Ha 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 ha. You're a funny guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like so the launch of these the Dragon NFTs, they're going to be like probably $200 or $300 or $400 each, and then we're going to do 10,000 of those. Hopefully that sells out. That will be able to fund it, and then the inner workings of the game. So it's Dragons of Pangea. That's the NFT launch. Pangea is the collectible card game that is going to be an NFT collectible card game. But the NFTs inside the game, they're not going to be $200, $300, $400 because we want everybody to be able to afford to play this game. So those are going to be much cheaper, and then we'll keep producing them. We'll have generations like Magic the Gathering, right? Like the first generation cards, they were still cheap, but they ended up being very, very collectible and very, very expensive. But they kept producing cards for years and years and years because you want the cards when they come out to be cheap so that anybody can play it. Right? So we want to have a very, very low barrier to entry, but build a huge community of people who want to participate in this community and the card game. And I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty freaking epic if things play out.
Is BitBoy back on YouTube?
Back? Oh yeah, because he got disappeared for a minute there, but no, it was a glitch. One of those wonderful glitches where your channel gets taken down. Yeah. But they fixed it. Yeah, so he's good.
Right on.
Dude, on all across his social media, I think he just crossed 5 million followers.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, pretty epic.
It's a big footprint.
Yeah, so if he can help me promote my dragon campaign, then I think it'll be all right.
Right on. All right, well, let's let the people go to bed. It's going to be late just about everywhere in the world.
All right, good night, everybody. God bless you all, and you shall not pass. But where there's a whip, there's a way. So, bye.
No!